I don't want to hold it up here. I think you're pretty busy on the activity tonight, so I will say Merry Christmas to you, Happy New Year, and thank you for the time tonight, and we'll sit out. MTVT.
Yeah, well, just check out the Kilo 4 Charlie page. I freshened it for 2025, and it's ready for your inspection. The Kilo 4 Charlie page on QRZ, and read all about it. And be sure, mark your calendar. Come be part of it. A lot of stuff that is very interesting to talk about. That battle followed Kings Mountain. Kings Mountain was the big one. And most people have never even heard of the Battle of Kings Mountain. And we cover that in October, Kilo 4 Mike. All right, 7-3. Okay, additional over-the-air check-ins for Kilo 4 Zulu in support of the 12 Days of QRZ award call now.
Kilo Delta 8 Kilo Zulu.
Alpha Bravo 4 Echo Lima.
All right, I got a Kilo Delta 8. There's a Echo Lima station. Both stand by, please. Who else? Kilo Quebec 4.
Juliet, golf.
All right, that's another double there. I got a Kilo Quebec 4 and a Whiskey Alpha 1. Stand by, please. Anyone else? I heard a DX station that called a minute ago. Delta X-Ray, if you're still there.
I heard him too.
Okay, I thought it was a 6 Yankee station, if you're still there. All right, nothing heard. Kilo Delta 8, your full call, please.
Delta 8 Sierra Kilo Zulu. QSL?
Yeah, ending in Zulu again.
Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Zulu. QSL?
All right, gotcha. Levi, Weirton, West Virginia. All right, another West Virginia station. Let me work you here. 5-9, North Carolina. Good evening.
You already know Whiskey Victor, so 73, and Merry Christmas.
You tell it's Christmas
All
Eve.
right, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you and yours. You're in the Kilo 4 Zulu log. Station ending, I think, Echo Lima again.
Roger, this is Alpha Bravo 4 Echo Lima giving you trouble on Christmas Eve of saying Merry Christmas. You're 5-9 down here in the Asheboro area.
Yeah, I remember your check-in, because the E there in Asheboro. All right, well, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and good to hear from you again, Steve, and all the best. Alpha Bravo 4, Echo Lima, you're in the log.
Roger, and I'm going to add one thing with respect to your conversation of the American Revolutionary War earlier. In the 2000s, I went and did all the North Carolina highway historical markers, and those battles and associated things with those battles were so interesting and educational to me. So many things, as you said, like Kings Mountain, people don't even know about. Anyway, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, 73 from AB4EL.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of public speaking on Kings, well, all the battles, but Kings Mountain is my favorite. And I always leave time for Q&A, and, invariably a hand would go up. Usually the first question asked, why have I never heard of this battle? Because I would start the talk. Good evening or good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to hear the story of the men who won America. And it's a story you probably have never heard before. And that's immediately, you capture the attention of the audience. And I said, I want you to hold me to that standard. And when we're done, and I never, ever once was challenged with, I don't think they really did all that much. No, it was a convincing story. It's not my story. It's the story of the men, their sweat, their blood, their sacrifice for knuckleheads like the guy that's out there drunk. So, it's for everybody in America that has benefited from their sacrifice. And it was, when that question was asked, there's a very easy answer to that question. And the answer is because George Washington wasn't there. None of his officers were there, and none of his infantry were there. And we love our heroes. And it's never occurred that a historian or an author has ever failed to sell a book that doesn't lionize George Washington, who, again, by any measure, a great statesman, a wonderful first president. But when it comes down to the Revolutionary War, that springboard of what became America, he was about to lose it. And people don't think about this either. Had the British won that war, there was no other country to stop them. They had just defeated the French in the 7 Years' War. Spain wasn't going to stop them. There was nobody. And King George III was a globalist, and he absolutely had ambitions to take over the world as a monarch. So it wasn't just we won America. We stopped Great Britain from their universal ambitions. So, yep. But that's it. He wasn't there. But I'll give you one last little morsel. After the war was over, the commander of the British in the colonies, Sir Henry Clinton, was asked, and I have to believe the question was of an incredulous nature, how did you manage to lose this war? He had all the ports, Boston, Savannah, Wilmington, Charleston. They had all the enlistments. It was all going the British way. If you looked at it from a tactical standpoint, it was over. Most of the colonists believed it was over. But it was a group of men who came out of the frontier called Over Mountain Men because Patrick Ferguson, the British officer at Kings Mountain, issued a threat. If you do not desist in your opposition and lay down your arms, I will march my army. I will cross your mountains. I will hang your leaders and lay waste your land with fire and sword. And those good old boys, mostly Irish and Scotch and Welsh, they would not live under the thumb of British oppression ever again. That's why they fled their beloved countries and came to the New World. These men had no military training, had never fought side by side. Most would never fight again. But on that miraculous day, October 7, 1780, they defeated the world's most feared, most well-provisioned army. And when that question was asked of Sir Henry Clinton, the commander of the British forces in the colonies, his answer directly, succinctly, Kings Mountain was the first link in a chain of evils that led to the total loss of America. And almost any history book you pick up, like the movie The Patriot, completely obscures Kings Mountain. And that's all because you glorify George Washington, you sell books, and you put people into theaters to watch movies. Isn't that tragic? All right. Very good, Steve. Alpha Bravo 4, Echo Lima, 7-3.
7-3, and Merry Christmas.
Same to you. Thank you. Kilo Quebec 4 station, your full call.
Kilo Quebec 4, Juliet, Golf.
Oh, I see there's a guy in the background. Mark's up in Greensboro. I've heard him often.
If you've ever heard of them.
I wish I knew as much about the North Carolina part in the American Revolutionary War, and we have some right here, down there in Franklinville.
I'm waiting to chase Cornwallis here next
Anyway,
month. Looking forward to that.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy New Year. See you the day before you out.
Check out my QRZ page.
Saying see you in 73.